You got talk loud though, because it's cell phone. I don't know how much the volume picks up. I don't know how much time I have on it either. So let's try to compress so we can. So you were saying you came in just 2 nights ago?
Yeah. Well, we've been coming here actually since Saturday, and we got
3
here
days.
to clean up, and there was no, cleanup had just started and recycling had just started, and nobody was really doing anything. So we just started and we stayed here. We weren't actually planning on sleeping here, but for the past, now going on 3 nights, we have, and it's kind of nice because it's so solidarity. And the first night I woke up here, I never slept outdoors before. And
what a way to start!
Yeah, and it was kind of a wonderful thing. I woke up really happy. And yeah.
Apparently you had something to do with that.
Dude, this guy's been cleaning. He's been cleaning and doing everything. And he'll just see a trash bag and pick it up. And we're involved, with the politics and stuff. So people need to get
Yeah, that's the main thing I'm here for, is just to help out.
Sorry, I'm coming closer just because I want to make sure I hear you on the volume.
Yeah.
So what brought you here in the first place?
Actually she did.
What are your names, by the way?
I'm Troy.
Troy and Julia. And where are you from?
Delaware.
So you came all the way from Delaware.
Yeah.
How'd you hear about what was happening?
I heard about it online, and we've been watching it online before we got here.
Right. It's crazy what I saw on Saturday, so I had to come.
Yeah.
You were just like, this is it.
Yeah.
What am I waiting for?
And I got now I'm really into it, so I'm gonna stay here for a while.
How long are people planning to stay?
Probably until we get kicked out, because it's gonna happen. So I don't know, probably till then.
And what kind of people are you meeting? You were saying this was an amazing way.
These are the greatest people.
Yeah, these are the greatest people I've ever met.
How so? What?
Everybody's friendly and welcoming, and everybody looks out for each other. And people who aren't even part of the cleanup crew, will start picking up and cleaning.
There's new members of it every day.
Yeah, and today we opened up all these donation packages. We had an organic Cinnabon maker out in California, an actual company send us stuff. We've had care packages sent with everything from $100 bill napkins to American flags, and it's just wonderful how much support we're getting, and everybody here just kind of takes care of each other, and
so many donations.
Yeah, so many donations, and everybody here is working really hard to just sustain this.
And what is this? What are you sustaining? Would you say? So describe what this is.
This is sort of just people who are dedicated to the fact that there needs to be something done about the financial world, the political world, and just society in general. And the fact that we have such sort of a stable community of living here, and we have medics, we have comfort where they find blankets for everyone.
And it's all free.
And it's all free, and
it all just happened.
It all just happened, yeah. And everybody comes with new ideas, and it is kind of turning into a commune. I'm not gonna lie. And it's a commune that's supported by the world, because basically we're the loudest voices who are speaking for everyone. And
not to mention all the other occupied.
And all the other occupied, same thing that we're doing here is popping up all over. They have a map up there somewhere of all the countless cities where.
So it's not just New York.
Oh no, it's everywhere now, and it's kind of good because we get a lot of love.
Because I think a lot of people, or at least sometimes you can get the impression that's people just don't want to work. They're just being lazy. They just and so that's why a lot of people write it off, because they're these young kids. They just don't want to
We walk around picking up cigarette butts. We have medics who stay up till all hours of the morning, taking care of everything from blisters to people who have nausea. We have people who are directly committed to posting everything online and making sure everybody hears about us. And in terms of, we're not going to write to our congressman, we're not going to try and get laws passed necessarily unless we actually feel they're going to be passed. This is what we can do. Marches don't necessarily help, but we're camping out here constantly making a presence, going, we understand you feel the way we do. We know you do. I was a college graduate who can't find a job because I was an art major. This guy has been working, has a job, but he works. By the way, everybody out here thinks we don't. He does, he's been in does construction and landscaping and everything.
You had to stop the job to come out.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
but that's why I have to go back.
Yeah, that's why you have to go back so he can work. So, if you have a job, you're welcome to come here. Everybody's welcome to come here. We get a lot of support from the workers on Wall Street. they know it. They know it. They feel it. They're
So it's
affected
like
by
the
it
thing
just
is
as
like they
well.
feel it, but they can't be here, so they'd rather just.
Yeah, I mean, and like they come and they eat lunch in the park and they talk to us like, you know, it's not like we're weirdos to them. There's a lot of like kind of solidarity, and even like some police officers are kind of like, we respect what you're doing. Like one of the Wall Street guys said we had a noble cause, and maybe he doesn't agree with like sitting out on the street doing it, but we want things to change. The system can't keep this going. It needs to. That's why we're here.
And I really respect the fact that you guys like were like, okay, we need to clean up a little bit, and you started the cleanup. And what kind of things are you cleaning? Like, what's been the trash been like? Because I actually was looking at myself and thinking, you know, recycling is so essential to any kind of revolution. Not even just recycling, but like becoming more aware of our waste and what we do with it. Because the less we consume, the more the system changes as well. You know, it's like it's waste management from both directions.
Yeah.
Well, actually, the first day we got here, there was just like, it just got done raining and everyone's stuff was drenched. Like, not many talks were out yet, so everyone was drenched. So
Everyone was it was raining.
yeah, it was bad when we first got here. So there was just piles and piles of like 2-day-old like moldy blankets. So we had to go to the laundromat, and we also had a service come and pick up like all the stuff that had to be like dry cleaned and stuff like that. Like, I don't know, it's dry clean, but you know, like all the sleeping bags, all that stuff. And and they did all the clothes too, so that's all back. And
Did they do it by donation?
those are actually people's belongings. So we of course, like, you know, gave people who moved stuff maybe back to stuff they had. We had a chance for that, but after that, a lot of people left, and so it just became communal. And now it's back out here, and I'm actually sleeping on one. So,
We did not come with any blankets. These we washed, and then nobody claimed them, so they were like, there you guys go.
I mean, if like someone walks by and it's like, hey, that's my blanket.
Yeah, we'll be like, we'll give them back their blanket, but nobody has yet, so.
I brought you guys a composting bucket. If you need it, there's a problem. Human waste is actually biodegradable. It can be made into manure if it was used instead of flushing it out and polluting our rivers like in Asia. You just cover it up with paper or sawdust, and then the flies, and it doesn't smell. And it can be biodegradable.
What do you do with it after that?
You put it in the ground, and after a year, it's a very good soil.
But doesn't it smell when you put it in the ground?
No, the microorganisms eat it. When it heats up in compost, after it reaches a high temperature and it cooks out all the germs. And actually, of course, you have to dump the waste, but you cover it with sawdust or some organic
Into the
material.
ground.
And after a year or so, nature takes over, and then that becomes real good soil. In fact, the best soil. Usually they work with horse manure or cow manure, but you can also work with human feces in a composting method to make very good soil for a win-win situation, as they do in Asia and India. And they don't do it here. We just waste it and we pollute our water systems.
I know a lot of people have composting. It's actually really big out west. My mom is like friends with the guy who's a professor at University of Arizona, and they have a composting thing there. Like, we've actually been talking about needing to do composting. It's just like
okay, so that's it.
thanks.
I have a question about that. How long do you leave it before you put it in the ground?
No, you don't have to turn it. Just a year. Just let it sit. Nature takes over. You just cover it with organic material.
No, I mean like you fill the bucket up and then you wait. How long do you have to wait
throw
with
it in the ground, and then you
Right
cover
away?
it with hay, and you just let it sit for a year or so. After about a year, nature's taken over, and that feces is now soil.
Okay.
Thank you. I've never heard of actually human feces being used for compost.
I'm sure it could be used, but not to like grow crops. I'm saying just like recycle back into the ground.
That's kind of a little extreme. I don't think we're going to do that here. I hope not. I will not be part of that. But usually, actually, with compost heaps, it's a pretty common thing for gardeners. And because it makes really rich soil, and all you do is, usually the traditional way to do it is to get cement blocks and make like sort of a square, maybe about the size of this blanket space, and build it up maybe 3 feet tall, and it kind of creates an oven effect. And I mean, you can put soil on top of like your rotten food, and it all kind of compresses together, enriches the soil, and it's just like banana peels, like fruit, vegetables,
Anything that came from the earth.
Yeah, anything that came from the earth. And like honestly, like I know like my friends who do it, and they have fantastic sunflowers.
Wow.
Yeah, so composting it's like...
And you could probably just do it in a bucket as well. I mean, obviously, ideally, it's probably more eco-friendly to use blocks outside, but if you're living in the city and you could compost in your own apartment with a bucket, a top on the bucket, right?
Yeah, like it's a good way to collect it.
Does the city have anything?
I don't know. Actually,
Well, we have like little gardens. Some areas of the city, you know, neighborhood might have a little garden, so you can bring your stuff to it. But I don't know otherwise. That's a good question. Yeah.
themselves won't actually compost it automatically.
It'll just take time. But yeah,
It will take time, but it will take too much time, and I don't think we would run food sitting around here with people. But so what we probably could do
if we
is
could take it to a place
take it
like
to
that.
like someplace around here.
Yeah, like if there were centers, like compost in each neighborhood.
People who do.
I got 2 brooms, push broom, hand broom,
Awesome.
Sweet.
dustpan,
Dustpan.
and
Yeah.
100 contractor bags.
Oh yeah.
And over in the kitchen, the new clear plastic bags I got from Downtown Alliance are now recycling bags.
Awesome.
So we should be set for a little while for recycling. We're probably going to have to do some sorting until we make an announcement at the next General Assembly. But as far as basic cleaning supplies, we are a go.
Awesome. Thank you. Yes. Keep everything clean. Yeah. It's a working community kind of.
See that? Yeah.
Yeah.
Like literally every person could or does have a part.
Yeah.
Everyone feels like they're a part.
Yeah.
As opposed to the other way, which is you feel like you're actually being, what's the word? Not a part.
Yeah.
You're being like, you're trying to find a way, but you can't quite,
We're very
right?
much functioning. We're our own little community here, but we are connected with the world. Like, I mean, I think people should talk more about what it is like to live here. Because people keep filming the marches, and people keep like saying how up in arms everyone is. Most people I talk to, they're like, we're here because they need us. Like, we're here because the world needs us to be right now. That's just kind of what it's come to. And I mean, yeah, people can get militant, yeah, people can get violent, but those guys don't necessarily stick around. The people who do stick around are people like, I don't know, who kind of, we understand that we have to live in the bigger and function with people around us. So.
And we follow all the rules too.
And
Like, everything
we-
that police
like,
ask
we
for.
don't-
Are there rules? Like, did you guys made up rules? Who made up the rules? Like, how does that?
Just like city rules.
They're like city code laws. Like, we're really not supposed to have like things tied around trees. And some people, like a lot of newcomers, have been a little more like up in arms, and like, you know, they purposely will do things to kind of agitate the cops. But like, once they stay here, they'll kind of get it. But yeah, you know, there's a 2 mask limit rule. So if like you're wearing a mask, keep away from like people who are wearing other masks. And that became a problem today.
What do you mean mask?
Mask, anything that
Like
covers your
if
face.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Anybody?
Oh, like a mask, like that.
Wait, wait. Are you new here?
Excuse me?
Are you new here?
Yes.
Okay. 3 people got arrested this
For
morning.
wearing masks, so I'm wearing like this.
Oh, perfect. You got it.
You know,
Yeah.
you
Good
know.
luck. Good luck. But yeah, here, just take a cigarette. Oh, you know, $1 would be good.
Oh, good word.
That's how you do it in Queens.
Yeah, I know.
Good luck, man. I'll see you guys.
Yeah,
All
see
right.
you later. But yeah, 3 people got arrested this morning for wearing masks, and all they were having bandanas pulled up on their faces. And it, like during like the marches, we tried.
It's a little too scary.
What?
That was a little too scary, huh?
Yeah. I mean, like what happened? Like usually, like
No, I was being a little facetious. Like, why would that be wearing a bandana over your mouth scary? Except that perhaps it gives some signal. Like, I don't know.
Well, it's more to make the person more anonymous.
Yeah.
I see.
It's just
Yeah.
this guy that like
We're
so
gonna
that
go
way.
for an adventure.
Go for an adventure.
This
Yeah.
weird sketch fest.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, go for an
Like
adventure.
everywhere I'm turning now, all of a sudden people are taking photos of me that I have not seen at all. I'm like, I know I slept, so I can't be
Oh, wait.
No,
And
really no.
everybody's like, yeah, like some people here don't like to be filmed or photographed.
I'm pretty like not known even where I live, and that's on purpose.
Yeah.
So, alright,
Yeah,
thanks.
yeah.
You sleep now? What's that? Did you sleep?
Make sure you give me your email so I can send you the link. You know, I'll post it right on up.
Alright.
Was there anything else we were saying?
Oh yeah, I was just saying that everybody here knows
The rules, right?
It was just kind of weird today because
Yeah.
people who generally do wear them now, they use to cover like for that kind of thing, or it is because of all the cameras around.
Right, and they
Like,
just don't want to.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they don't want like their identity known, and like it's not, and it's not because they've done anything wrong. Like the people arrested hadn't like any like things on them from before, but it was just because like since there's so many cameras,
Like now,
Yeah.
it's like you look around, there's like 10 people taking a picture.
I mean like the
Okay, my underwear sticking out the bag. It has something to do with that.
but yeah, no, and like so like some people some people might be police officers here. Yeah, they like people treat them how they come here.
Wow.
Like it's not like it's all kind of like a anyway, but no, and so
A spontaneous community.
yeah, but like with the mask though, it was just like the one guy who was arrested, he only had his mask up because he was sweating a lot. And so he just lifted it to like kind of like collect some of the sweat. And that started something, and somebody else, and then one person just kind of like once the march went that way and then came back. And it took one person to just jump in the crowd. Like he didn't even march. He ran this way and jumped in the crowd right in front of the police barriers wearing a black mask. And automatically it was like that. The cops took all three of them down.
Wow.
So we protect our own, and in doing so, there are certain laws that you have to abide by. This is not the time for police action. This is not the time. Like we've already had.
The point is not to create
a conflict.
direct
Yeah.
conflict. It's
Like,
more to right.
Completely peaceful.
And
Right, it's
people
to be
have
peaceful.
gotten hurt, like on the Union Square marches. Like people got maced. People have been up there and gotten beat by cops.
And it's like that one. It's like the little thing that triggers the fear, and then it escalates like that, right?
Yeah.
It's like
if there's a bunch of cops with their guns out and someone's there, you know, like one of them shoots and then all of a sudden they're just like all shooting all of a sudden and it just takes off like it's like
domino,
Yeah.
immediate domino effect. Yeah.
We don't want it. We haven't even come up with a resolution like to formally announce why we're here, and it's been 2 weeks. Because there's so many. The one problem is there's so many people here who want to get their voices heard that everybody has their own say. So GA Summit's gone for a very long time, and like people come to like consensus and like get stuff done, but we're trying to build a sustainable life here actually before everybody delves too much into the politics. And I mean,
Oh, don't take that. You can keep your camera up. I kind of wanted to just show how everybody stops and takes photos.
yeah.
Okay. That's even better.
But I mean, there's a lot of consent, people who feel different ways, and so GA is good because we get stuff done. We do get things done politically, and there are lots of different committees working on different things. But in terms of formal announcements and everything, I mean, it's good really if we have one complete purpose as to why we're here.
Yeah.
And to present to the world, but I kind of like the fact that there are so many different voices here with different issues. So everybody outside can relate. We've got people who are like, we need to be more green, and everybody outside who supports Greenpeace is like, yay! Or there's a women's organization, and people outside who like feminism, be like, yay! And everybody's just yay.
It's its own microcosm.
It is.
But one in which nobody feels excluded.
Nobody
pretty
feels
much, yeah.
included.
They should never feel
And
excluded.
we just want the people of the world to know, hey, we're not leaving in a very long time. We have a home here now. We have to go back to our Delaware. We will be back here as long as people are needed and still coming. This will keep going.
Bye, man.
Yeah, later.
Hey, Julia, stay in touch.
Have to end that. Okay. I've been talking a lot.
Yeah, thank you guys. I'm gonna time this because it's almost 18 minutes, 48 seconds. Thank you so much, both of you. Yeah, I'll send you the link for the YouTube.
Seriously,
All right.
spread the word. If you post it on Twitter,
I think above all, it's from my interest is also just showing how the dialogue is the same outside and inside if you're concerned. You know what I mean? So it's break down that barrier of us and them. It's the dialogue's happening everywhere.
Yeah.
So just it's where can it be heard? Where can we listen to it? Where can we really and start to
Heavily,
yeah.
internet supported.
Yeah.